Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel Body Mind Healing. My name is Maria Sanchez. I'm a holistic health consultant and a nurse practitioner with specializations in family, psychiatry, and mental health, as well as a doctor of nursing practice. Today, we're diving into a topic that can be tricky: the difference between surrender, resistance, and giving up. On the outside, these three states can look almost identical. Imagine someone who is quiet and still. You might think they've surrendered, resisted, or given up. But internally, the experience is completely different. They come from very different places within us. Let's start with resistance. Think of resistance as your nervous system bracing for impact. It's that inner voice that says, "No, this shouldn't be happening." It's the part of you that tries to wrestle with reality, to force it into a shape you prefer. Now, resistance isn't inherently bad. In fact, it often starts as a form of protection. It can be a healthy boundary, a refusal to accept something harmful. But here's the catch. When resistance becomes our default setting, our permanent posture, it turns life into a constant war with the present moment. The body stays tight, the mind gets stuck in loops, and the heart starts to harden. Eventually, even positive changes can feel threatening, because threat becomes the only lens through which we see the world. Next, let's talk about giving up. This is very different from resistance. Giving up isn't a boundary, it's a collapse. It's that moment when the soul just says, nothing matters anymore, and it stops reaching for life. It might even sound like surrender. Someone might say, "I'm just letting go." Giving up is a disconnection. It numbs you. It doesn't bring peace. It brings a profound emptiness. And that brings us to surrender. True surrender is neither collapse nor defeat. Surrender is a conscious, active release into what is true. It's that beautiful softening that happens when we finally stop arguing with reality and start meeting it with our full presence. Surrender says, "This is here. This is real. I won't deny it, and I won't let it consume me." It doesn't mean you approve of what's hurting you. It means you are staying grounded enough to respond with clarity instead of reacting with panic. So, how can you tell them apart in your own life? Here's a simple guide. Resistance feels like tension and urgency. Think of a tight jaw, clenched fists, and a rigid story you keep telling yourself. Giving up feels like heaviness and disappearance, a sense of dimming your own light, drifting away, or quiet quitting on your own life. But surrender feels like groundedness. It's like a long, steady exhale. It's an honest yes to the present moment, coupled with a clear no to despair. This distinction is key to understanding why some people awaken and grow, while others resist and still others shut down completely. Awakening requires deep honesty, and let's be real, honesty can feel like a loss at first. Truth has a way of rearranging things. It can change our relationships, disrupt our identities, and demand that we take responsibility. Not everyone is ready for the cost of being real. People resist awakening when it threatens the things that once kept them safe, a sense of control, predictability, or the comfort of the familiar. And people give up when they have been fighting for too long without any rest, until numbness feels so much safer than hope. It's also important to recognize that systems around us can push back. Any structure, be it a family, a workplace, or a community, that is built on control depends on its people being disconnected from their own inner authority. Awakening restores that authority. It makes a person harder to manipulate, not because they become rebellious, but because they become rooted in their own truth. So, the spiritual path isn't about resisting everything, and it's certainly not about surrendering to everything. The real work is to surrender within yourself so you can respond with your whole self. Let's break it down one last time. Resistance says, "I will not accept reality until it changes to my liking." Giving up says, "I won't hope again because the disappointment hurts too much." But surrender says, "I will not abandon my own soul trying to control what I can't." Surrender is the middle way. It is soft but not weak, open but not naive. It's how awakening becomes truly embodied in our lives, not as one single, dramatic event, but as a daily conscious return to truth. It's happening breath by breath, step by step, until your center becomes unshakable. If you want more tools to support your mental health and learn to navigate these states, you'll find them in my book, Through the Storm, written under my pen name, Maria P. Dodd, DNP. It's available on Amazon. If this video resonated with you, please give it a like, share it with someone who might need to hear this, and leave a comment below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content on healing the body and mind. See you in the next video.